Can-Am 786 here with another LEGO review. This time it is the creator set from 2017 Space Shuttle Explorer. So you've got a space shuttle, an astronaut, a satellite. It's a space shuttle. You can't really go wrong with that. So very, very neat set. Definitely has the look and quite a decent build. So we're just kind of doing a little bit of a 360 here. We're going to spin back around, get to the astronaut that is on our little shuttle here. Let's grab our astronaut, get him a little bit closer and focus on him. There you go. Holding a wrench. So I'm going to grab him by the head here. He's got a little backpack on him and pull the wrench out of his hand. His little backpack's pretty neat for something so straightforward and simple. We'll pull his helmet off for a second so you can see that there is an alternate face where he's a little more freaked out. And we can actually pull that off of him. So flip the sides out so we can get past his arms. And kind of wiggle that off of him because we're going to actually store that in the shuttle later. And get him back and ready to go. Pop his helmet on, and there we go. So he's ready. Take the backpack, just fold it, and that's ready to be stored. So let's take a look at the shuttle. So unfortunately, first thing you'll notice is no landing gear. I ended up just grabbing some landing gear for it, just so at least it wouldn't sit flat on the ground. Otherwise, the bottom's fairly flat, so nothing really going on there. I've got this satellite up here that we'll take a look at. Pop that off, if it'll let me. There we go. So you've got a pretty neat little satellite or some form of a telescope of some kind, just something to work on. And that folds up. So as we get into the cargo hold here, we'll see kind of where all this stuff goes. So this one, you want to make sure that the little piece that's actually going to hook on stays where it's at. And it actually just sits right there. And then you spread those out just a little bit. So that way, the little arm can hook and pull it out of the way. In terms of the other piece, it can literally just hang out right in there. And then you just fold the arm, and then you shut the doors. And it will shut as long as you're not catching on anything. Or maybe if you are catching on something, we just get that lined up a little bit better. There we go. The other way. That's better, just to get it to sit completely flat. And that should allow us to close that up. Aha. Alrighty, so space shuttle, pretty straightforward. Good detail. Definitely the shaping is good, and then you've got the engines in the back. And let's get into the cockpit here. So the cockpit itself, literally just pull the whole piece off. It's just held on by the front. Very minimal cockpit. And you do have just a control panel. That's pretty much it. Plenty of room for the astronaut, so let's get him in there. Get his arms up. And sit him down, and technically there is just a little bit of room, so you could try to squeeze him in there with his full gear, but it doesn't really make sense. So he won't really fit. And the wrench can, of course, stay in the cargo hold as well. We'll get him all situated, seal that up, and then now you've got the astronaut in there. You can kind of see him through the, it's kind of a dark smoke color. And there we go. That's the Creator's Space Shuttle Explorer. It is a 2017 set. And then if you want to see what it looks like with some simple landing gear, I've actually got that as well. I just ordered single wheel there, 2 rear ones, just to kind of match what I would feel that I'd want it to do. So we're just going to attach those. Keep in mind it does not come with these. This is just me trying to somewhat customize it so that I've got a better look of it, as I don't really want it to sit flat on a display. So we're going to plug these guys in where I kind of think I want them. And then let's plug in this other piece here. We'll plug that in, let's say right there. So if I did this the way I intended to, there is going to be a bit of a forward lean to it, which is kind of what I wanted to do. So now it's up the ground, which just makes it look a lot better. And that is what it looks like with landing gear if you customize it. And again, very minimal customization, just adding some landing gear there. And that is that. That's all I got for you, Space Shuttle Explorer from 2017, a creator set, pretty cool shuttle, and have a good one. We're out.